everybody, welcome to 21st Century IAS Delhi's C.A.R.E initiative, Current Affairs through Reverse Engineering. Here's an announcement. Our prestigious upscale program has now come up with UPSC Confidence Covenant module. This includes 100 days plan for 1000 marks mains, 300 hours intensive lectures, 10,000 plus MCQs via previous year questions, 1000 plus mains, question and answers. And for our old students, there's 50% concession and course is available in online and offline mode. It is starting from 1st November. Do attend the workshop at 10 a.m. in the first floor, Old Rajendra Nagar, near Agarwal Suites, above Muthoot Finance, New Delhi. Now, let us look into the first article for the day. Notice to West Bengal overbid to include 87 castes in OBC list. The National Commission for Backward Classes has issued a notice to the West Bengal government seeking the required documentation for its proposal to include 87 castes in the state to the central list of other backward classes. For prelims, NCBC is a very important topic, so let us look into the MCQ related to this one. Consider the following statements with regard to National Commission for Backward Classes. Before we solve this question, here are few basics. 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act, it inserted Article 338B and 342A, and 105th Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, now 338 actually provides authority to NCBC to examine complaints and welfare measures regarding socially and educationally backward classes, whereas 342A empowers the President to specify socially and educationally backward classes in various states and union territories. Now, 105th Constitutional Amendment Act actually restored the state government's power to prepare the socially and educationally backward classes list. Now, why was this 105 Constitutional Amendment Act done? It's because according to the Supreme Court, the 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act implied that state governments did not have the authority to identify the socially and educationally backward classes list. Hence, the constitution was amended and the state governments were given the power to prepare the socially and educationally backward classes list. Okay, these are few things you have to remember. Now, the commission consists of chairperson, vice chairperson and 3 other members. Yes, it is a constitutional body established under 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act 2018. Yes, we've just seen, right? Yeah. It can inquire into specific complaints with respect to deprivation of rights and safeguards of socially and educationally backward classes. Yes, you have to remember one thing. Be very, very careful whether they are asking you socially and economically backward classes or educationally backward classes. This NCBC deals only with the socially and educationally backward classes, not economically. To confuse you, this word can be replaced with economically backward classes, and when it is replaced with economically backward classes, this statement becomes wrong. Otherwise, it is correct. Only 3. Now, previous year question. Consider the following organizations or bodies in India. How many of the above are constitutional bodies? The National Commission for Backward Classes, yes, NCBC is a constitutional body. The National Human Rights Commission, no. Law Commission, no. No. Only one. It was asked in 2023. Now, next article. No political strings in our support. Z to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka must finalize a debt treatment plan with China and other creditors to become eligible for the next tranche of extended fund facility put forward by IMF. Okay, here, what is extended fund facility? What is extended fund facility? Extended fund facility actually provides financial assistance to countries facing serious to medium-term balance of payment problems. It may be due to structural weakness that need time to address. To help these countries implement medium-term structural reforms, this extended fund facility is put forward by IMF. Okay, yeah. Now we'll get into the MCQ related to this article. Global Development Initiative GDI, Global Security Initiative GSI, and Global Civilizational Initiative GCI seen in the news are recently related to China's foreign policy during President Xi Jinping's. Here in the article you can see here this point is mentioned: GDI, GSI, and GCI. Now, previous year question related to this theme: which one of the following is not a member of the Quad group of nations? France is not a member. USA, yes. Australia, yes. Japan, yes. Answer A. It was asked in 2021. Okay, next article. China to curb graphite export, cites national security. China said on Friday it will require export permits for some graphite products to protect national security in its latest move to control supplies of critical minerals in response to challenges over its global manufacturing dominance. China is the world's top graphite producer and exporter. Important for prelims. It also refines 90% of the world's graphite into the material that is used virtually in all EV battery anodes. Important for prelims. Point number 2, which is negatively charged portion of a battery. So anode, this is also important for prelims. Now we'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following statements with regard to graphite. It is used in the batteries for electric vehicles. Yes. China is the largest producer of graphite in the world. Yes, because we have just seen here China is the world's top graphite producer and exporter. Yes. Arunachal Pradesh has the largest graphite reserves in India. Yes. Australia has the largest graphite reserves in the world. No, it is not Australia, it is Turkey. Okay, so 3 statements are correct. Arunachal Pradesh, in the third point, you have to remember one thing, that 35% of India's total graphite reserve is found in Arunachal Pradesh. Now the previous year question related to this theme: about 3/4 of the world's cobalt, a metal required for manufacturing of batteries for electric motor vehicles, is produced by. In coming prelims or any other exam, this statement can be taken. A metal required for the manufacture of batteries for electric motor vehicles is, and they'll give you 4 options. It's cobalt, okay, and some other metals also. But if there's cobalt, you can directly mark it without any confusion. So please mark up the question statements in the questions also. The answer for this is the Democratic Republic of Congo. It was given in 2023 prelims. Next article. Solar panels to have star label indicating quality and energy efficiency. This is very important. They might ask you, star label in solar panels indicates which of the following? It indicates quality and energy efficiency. Star labeling of solar panels to help citizens make informed decisions. This is also important. Directly they will pick up statements from PIBs. Okay, so be very, very cautious. Star enabling of solar panels will reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 30 million tons per annum by 2030. Okay, probable question would look something like this. Star labeling. Which of the following statements are true about star labeling? And they'll give you these 3 statements. Direct question. Okay, so please revise repeatedly and be very cautious about the important facts. Don't miss out on important facts. Consider the following statements with regard to organic photovoltaics. Now, what are photovoltaics? Photovoltaics are nothing but solar cells. They are solar cells. First, we'll see the previous year question related to this, and then we'll come back to this question. With reference to technologies for solar power production, consider the following statements. Photovoltaics is a technology that generates electricity by direct conversion of light into electricity. If you do not know the correct meaning of some words, try to break the word and then look into the meaning. Here photovoltaics, right? Break it into two halves. Photo and voltaics. What is photo? Photo means something related to light. Okay. And voltaics is a term related to electricity. Voltaics are terms related to electricity. So photovoltaics means it is a technology that generates electricity by direct conversion of light into electricity. So this is a correct, this part of sentence is correct. Next, while solar thermal is a technology that utilizes the sun's rays to generate heat, which is further used in electricity generation process. This here also the same logic. Break the word solar, thermal. Now what is solar? Solar means something related to sun. Thermal means heat. Okay. So solar thermal is sun's rays to generate heat. Are you getting my point? Yeah. So the first statement is correct. Second statement, when the first statement is correct, here B and D are gone. Now, photovoltaics generates alternating current AC while solar thermal generates direct current DC. No, because solar energy can be directly converted into electrical energy and that is direct current. So, it's not AC, it's DC. So, this is wrong. When 2 is wrong, you don't need to read 3. Only 1 is right. Now, this question. Organic photovoltaics. If you do not know anything, just divide the word, break the word. Organic photovoltaics. See, organic, especially in chemistry, if you all have read chemistry in your till your 10th class, you don't need to be a math student or BPC student to know what is the meaning of organic. Even till 10th class, organic chemistry, there used to be a chapter, right? Organic chemistry matlab, the word organic and carbon go hand in hand in chemistry. So anything related to carbon in chemistry is known as organic. If that basic knowledge is there, you can at least eliminate few options. They are composed of carbon rich organic compounds. Yes, we just discussed the word organic and carbon go hand in hand in chemistry. They can be tailored to enhance a specific function of the PV cell such as band gap, transparency or color. Yes, they are more efficient than crystalline silicon cells and have longer operating lifetimes. No, not more efficient, approximately half of the efficiency and shorter operating lifetime. So 3 is wrong, 1 and 2 are correct. Only 2 statements are right. Next, All India Consumer Price Index numbers for agricultural and rural laborers, September 2023. Now, let us look into the MCQ. Consider the following: food and beverages, pan. Repeat. Consider the following. How many of the items listed above is or used in calculation of consumer price index by National Statistical Office in India? Okay. Food and beverages, pan, tobacco and intoxicants, clothing and footwear, housing. Yes, all 4. Consumer price index. Let us see the explanation for this. If you see the explanation, it is pictographically represented. This is there, this is there, this is there. Okay, so there is no confusion. Yeah. Now on the previous year question. With reference to India, consider the following statements. The wholesale price index in India is available on a monthly basis only. Yes, this is correct. As compared to consumer price index for industrial workers, CPIW, the WPI gives less weight to food articles. This is also true. But what is WPI and CPI? WPI traces the inflation at producer level. Wholesale, no? Wholesale. The word wholesale is means at producer level. Consumer price index is on the consumer side. So it captures the changes in price trends at consumer level. Okay, understand the meanings through names. Okay, wholesale price index tracks inflation at producer level. The word wholesale and producer go hand in hand. And CPI, consumer level, that is V. It captures changes in price levels at consumer levels. Yeah, so both 1 and 2 are correct. And in WPI, more weight is given to manufacturing goods, and in CPI, more weight is given to food. Okay, food as in 46% is given to food, and in WPI only approximately 24% is given to food. So the statement is correct. Next article. India working towards development of silicon photonic processor chips. In a momentous event that marks a significant leap towards India's technological advancement, Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Sri S. Krishnan, inaugurated the CPPICS in Chennai today. Okay, Center for Programmable Photonic Integrated Circuit Systems. It is part of IIT Madras. So, these things you have to remember. CPPICS is part of IIT Madras. Now, next question. Consider the following statements with regard to silicon photonic processors. They use electrical signals to transmit data. This is wrong because silicon photonic processors use light packets. What are light packets? They are nothing but photons. So they use photons for data transmission. So this is wrong. They are primarily used for heating and cooling applications. This is an absurd statement because what is the function of a processor? It is not heating and cooling. It is processor's main function is to process data, not heating and cooling. So this is also wrong. Which of the following statements given above is or are incorrect? Please be very careful with this one. Okay, because many people, they know the answer but they'll mark the wrong answer without reading this one. Okay, so be very careful. So here both 1 and 2 are wrong. So this is the answer. Now previous year question related to this theme. Which one of the following does a TV remote control unit use to operate a TV set? It is radio waves. Now next article. PM Hales Gujarats Doo for being awarded as Best Tourism Village by UNWTO. Now what is UNWTO? United Nations World Tourism Organization. Some basics about UNWTO. It was founded on November 1st in the year 1975 and it is located in Madrid, Spain. This Best Tourism Village is an award to recognize tourism as a catalyst for the development of the areas. Alright, now we will see the MCQ related to this one. Consider the following statements with regard to United Nations World Tourism Organization. It is a specialized agency of the United Nations which promotes responsible and sustainable and universally accessible tourism. This is correct. It is headquartered in Madrid, Spain. Yes, we just saw. The nodal agency in India that works with UNWTO is the Ministry of Tourism. Yes, this is a relevant statement. So all three are correct. We'll see the UPSC previous year question related to this theme. Which one of the following is not related to United Nations? Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Yes, this is there. International Finance Corporation. Yes. International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes. Yes, this is also there. These are all part of what? World Bank Group, which is in turn a part of United Nations. Yeah. Now, Bank for International Settlements, BIS, is not a part. So, this is the answer. And one more important point with respect to United Nations World Tourism Organization and Village Award. It was actually started in 2021 and Pochampalli in Telangana, which is also known for ikat cloth, ikat designs, which also has GI tag, is the first village from India to get this award in 2021. Just remember as a fact. Yeah. Next article. India rejects pressure from Russia's suppliers to pay for oil in Yuan. What is Yuan? It is the Chinese currency. There are few points in this article which are important. So this one, almost 70% of the India's refineries are government owned, which means they would need to follow orders on payment instructions from the Ministry of Finance. This is important. 70% of India's refineries are government owned. Next, Indian Oil Corporation is the biggest state refiner. This is also important for prelims. This one, Russia has an excess supply of rupees which it is struggling to use. This is also important. And this statement, Russian businesses have been settling more for their trade in yuan with the Chinese currency this year, replacing the dollar as the most traded currency in Russia. So this is also important. Indian refiners mostly pay for Russian oil imports in dirhams, the currency of United Arab Emirates, US dollars, and a small amount of rupees. So we do not pay mostly in rupees, we pay in dirhams. That is also important. Okay, so 5 important points, and now we'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following. Russia is the world's largest crude oil exporter. No, it is Saudi Arabia. India is the world's largest refined crude oil exporter. No, USA. Largest crude oil exporter is Saudi Arabia. Largest refined crude oil exporter is USA. Okay, so these two are wrong. More than 50% of India's refineries are government owned. Yes, we have just seen, no, more than 70% are government owned. So yeah, this is correct. Only one is correct. Previous year question related to this. In the context of global oil prices, Brent crude oil is frequently referred to in news. What does this term imply? It is a major classification of crude oil. Yes, it is. It is sourced from Northern Sea. Yes. It does not contain some. No, this is wrong statement. So 1 and 2 are correct. Next article. No violation of Vienna Convention rules, says India. The Ministry of External Affairs on Friday rejected Canada's attempt to portray the withdrawal of 41 Canadian diplomats from the country as a violation of international norms. India asserted that ensuring two-way diplomatic parity is fully consistent with the provisions of Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations. So there's a tussle that's going on between India and Canada. So this article is about that on a diplomatic front. Yeah, now we'll see the MCQ related to this. Consider the following statements with regard to Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations. Now, what is this Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations? It is an international treaty that was signed in 1961, and it puts forth a framework for diplomatic relations between independent nations and aims to ensure the development of friendly relations among nations. Okay. So yeah, a diplomatic agent shall enjoy immunity from the criminal jurisdiction of the receiving state. Yes, the private residence of a diplomatic agent shall enjoy the same inviolability and protection as the premises of the mission. Yes, both are correct. Okay. Reserve Bank of India, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das sought to reaffirm on Friday that the central bank's stance on banning crypto assets remained unchanged despite a global trend towards regulating them. We'll see the MCQ related to this. Which of the following characteristics is most associated with cryptocurrencies? Use of blockchain technology for decentralized secure transactions? Yes. Second statement, unlimited and unregulated supply of currency units? No. It is not unlimited. It is not unlimited. The cryptocurrencies have predetermined and limited supply. So the statement is wrong. So only one is correct. Let's look into the previous year question related to this theme. With reference to blockchain technology, consider the following statements. It is a public ledger that everyone can inspect, but which no single user controls. Yes, this is true. The structure and design of blockchain is such that all the data in it are about cryptocurrency only. No. Other applications of blockchain technology are voting, banking, messaging apps, and in advertising. So this is wrong. So 1 is correct, 2 is wrong, this is gone, this is gone. Yeah, third statement. Applications that depend on basic features of blockchain can be developed without anybody's permission. See, basic features can be developed without any permission. So this is true. 1 and 3 are correct. So this is it for today. All the very best.